Imagine stepping into a packed Tokyo arena, lights blazing, crowd buzzing, and there she stands. A petite fighter who looks like she wandered off a fashion shoot. 166 centimeters of delicate features, bright eyes, and a calm smile that could disarm anyone. But the second the bell rings, that illusion shatters. Opponents who tower over her and carry years of ring wars suddenly find themselves backed into a corner, eating precise strikes that come from nowhere. Fans are calling her the most deceptive force in kickboxing today. Why does this unassuming woman leave veterans dazed and social media exploding? What hidden edge turns her into an unstoppable storm once the gloves go up? People can't stop talking about the contrast: soft exterior, terrifying precision inside the ropes. She doesn't just fight. She rewrites expectations in real time. One moment she's gliding with almost artistic grace. The next she's unleashing sequences that end careers in shocking fashion. This is the story of a fighter who defies every stereotype in combat sports. Mona Kimura didn't come to play the game. She came to change how it's played. From quiet beginnings to viral sensation, her journey is packed with doubt, reinvention, and raw dominance that keeps opponents guessing and fans hooked. Stay with me as we uncover how a small-town girl with a dream transformed herself into one of the most feared names rising through the ranks. The world is watching because what she does in the ring feels impossible, until she makes it look effortless. Born in the peaceful city of Mizuho in Gifu Prefecture, Mona grew up surrounded by rice fields and quiet routines. Most kids her age chased typical childhood dreams, but something restless lived inside her. At just 4 years old, her mother enrolled her in a local karate dojo, sensing an energy that needed focus and discipline. That decision shaped everything. For over a decade, Mona immersed herself in rigorous training, earning multiple junior national titles through sheer repetition and unbreakable focus. She wasn't just talented, she was methodical, treating every session like a building block toward something bigger. As a teenager, she added boxing to her arsenal, blending the two disciplines in a way few athletes attempt. The discipline from karate gave her unmatched balance and distance control, while boxing sharpened her hands into surgical tools. By her late teens, she was winning junior championships in Japan, catching the eye of national selectors. Her path seemed set for amateur boxing glory, representing her country on the world stage. But the road tested her early. International competition brought harsh lessons about pressure, adaptation, and the mental toll of high-stakes defeats. Instead of breaking her, those experiences forged a deeper resolve. She learned that setbacks weren't endings, they were signals to evolve. Returning home after tough outings, Mona refused to settle. She trained harder, analyzed her weaknesses, and began questioning if her true path lay elsewhere. That quiet determination in a provincial town set the foundation for a career that would soon explode into global attention. Her story isn't about overnight success. It's about years of unseen grind that prepared her for the spotlight. What separates Mona Kimura from every other rising prospect is her secret weapon, an almost supernatural command of her legs, rooted in deep karate roots but refined into something lethal for kickboxing. While most fighters rely heavily on their hands, Mona treats her lead leg like a rapid-fire jab, firing sharp, piston-like side kicks and front kicks that disrupt rhythm, control distance, and create openings no one sees coming. It's not flashy spinning techniques for show. It's economical, stinging precision that freezes opponents mid-motion and forces them into uncomfortable defensive shells. This hybrid style, karate distance management fused with boxing hand speed, creates constant pressure. Opponents expect traditional kickboxing exchanges, but they get something more surgical. Relentless leg attacks that accumulate damage and mental fatigue. Her trainers noticed it early, a calm fighter who could switch from probing to explosive in a heartbeat. That unique trait makes her incredibly difficult to prepare for. Defenders struggle with timing because her kicks come at angles and speeds that feel unnatural in the pocket. It's not just physical, it's psychological. Fighters start hesitating, second-guessing entries, and that hesitation is where Mona capitalizes. This edge didn't appear by accident. It's the product of 2 decades of cross-training that most athletes never dare to mix so completely. In a sport that rewards specialization, Mona's willingness to blend disciplines created a hybrid fighter perfectly suited for modern kickboxing. Fans and analysts alike point to this as the reason she's rising so fast. She doesn't just hit hard. She hits differently in ways that expose cracks in even seasoned defenses. That's her true advantage. Mona's professional debut came under bright lights against a game opponent ready to test the newcomer. The crowd was curious, but skepticism lingered. Could the pretty face with the model-like features actually deliver in the pros? From the opening bell, she dictated pace with measured movement and probing strikes. Then the legs went to work. A series of crisp kicks snapped her foe's head back, creating visible frustration and swelling. The fight ended early with a dominant stoppage, sending shockwaves through the Japanese scene. One fight in and people were already whispering about potential. Next came stiffer competition, experienced veterans who had survived wars and carried heavy hands. Mona walked into those bouts with the same calm exterior, but inside burned calculated aggression. She absorbed early pressure, adjusted mid-fight, and turned the tide with volume and accuracy. One decision win showcased her cardio and fight IQ, outworking a durable opponent over multiple rounds. Another showcased finishing power, leaving cuts and chaos in her wake. Each victory built her reputation quietly but surely. Promoters saw star quality, marketability mixed with real danger. Japanese media began covering her progress seriously, noting how she dismantled expectations fight after fight. These early tests weren't just wins, they were statements. She wasn't here to survive. She was here to impress and improve. The momentum was undeniable and bigger stages started calling. With each passing bout, her confidence grew, and so did the questions from fans. How far can this unique style really take her against elite competition? As word spread, the challenges escalated quickly. Opponents now entered the ring with game plans specifically designed to neutralize her legs, bringing more size, experience, and power. Mona faced fighters who had climbed higher ranks and possessed dangerous counterattacking abilities. The arenas grew louder, the stakes heavier. In one key matchup, she battled a tough international import known for iron chin and aggressive forward pressure. Early rounds were tense chess matches, Mona using feints and distance to frustrate the charging foe. Then she opened up, mixing stinging kicks with crisp combinations that broke through defenses. The crowd erupted as she maintained control under fire, showing resilience when absorbing shots that would rattle most. Another bout against a highly regarded veteran tested her adaptability even further. The opponent brought slick boxing and heavy low kicks, aiming to chop away at Mona's base. Instead of retreating, Mona pressed forward, using her unique timing to land damaging body shots and head kicks that shifted momentum dramatically. Round by round, her reputation as a problem solver solidified. These weren't easy nights. They were wars that revealed her growing mental toughness and ability to elevate when the light's brightest. Social media exploded with highlight clips, drawing eyes from around the combat world. Comparisons to legendary styles emerged, cementing her as a must-watch talent. Each escalation proved she belonged at higher levels, turning skeptics into believers and building a hungry fanbase eager for her next step. Everything led to this, her biggest test yet against a formidable contender widely regarded as one of the toughest in the division. This opponent carried elite experience, knockout power, and the kind of pressure that had broken many promising prospects before. The arena was electric, anticipation thick in the air. Could Mona's unorthodox approach hold up against someone built for war? Doubts surfaced even among supporters. Pre-fight tension was palpable as both fighters stared across the ring. From the opening moments, the challenger came forward aggressively, forcing Mona to navigate heavy exchanges. Early pressure mounted, testing her poise under duress. The crowd held its breath during momentum shifts where one big shot could end everything. Mona absorbed the storm, her face showing focus rather than fear. She began countering with those signature leg strikes, chipping away at the challenger's rhythm and opening visible damage. The fight intensified into a back-and-forth battle that showcased everything she had built: discipline, adaptability, heart. Uncertainty hung heavy. Would this be the night her rise met its match, or the defining victory that launched her into title contention? Every second carried massive weight, the kind of moment that separates contenders from champions. The entire story of her journey hung in the balance as the rounds unfolded with raw emotion and unrelenting action. When the final bell sounded, Mona stood victorious, having passed her sternest examination with a hard-fought but clear display of dominance and resilience. The win wasn't just another notch, it was validation of her unique path, proving that blending disciplines and refusing to quit after early setbacks creates something special. Post-fight, the respect was mutual, and the combat world took notice like never before. Her undefeated record now carries even more weight, backed by performances against quality opposition. Looking ahead, Mona faces even grander horizons: potential title shots, international showdowns, and the chance to redefine what's possible for Japanese women's kickboxing. Her story resonates far beyond the ring, a reminder that reinvention, discipline, and belief in one's weapons can overcome any obstacle. Fans are already buzzing about future matchups that could elevate her to superstar status. She's no longer just a prospect, she's a force with growing global appeal and the skills to back it up. The journey from quiet training halls to viral sensation shows what's possible when talent meets relentless evolution. Mona Kimura is only getting started. The best is yet to come, and the combat sports world will be watching every electrifying step. If her story fired you up, imagine what she'll achieve next. The rise continues and it's going to be unforgettable.